Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the blog. So let's get to it. I say I'm gonna take some time off, y'all. All the cashiers, they was like, somebody stole her truck. It's like you can hear it all throughout the store. This Rox coming to you today with a review for Love and Marriage Detroit, Love and Marriage Huntsville, our book 4, Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's get to it, shall we? Y'all, let me tell you something. Remember I told y'all back in April how I was like 130 pounds and I had lost all it? Rocky done picked it all up. Bitch, these damn jeans is fixing to cut my... Ooh. Child. I weighed myself and bitch, I am 168. And I'm telling you, I feel like it's just gonna keep on coming on like this menopause. Now I ain't got the problem with the fucking cycle no more, but honey, this picking up the weight. Like I like my weight at this. Like I like my bottom. Like my weight this time when it came back, it distributed a little differently. So like my bottom half is a lot thicker than it had been. But baby, with that bottom half, so is the stomach. I was like, now see, if I could have keep this bottom, like my legs and my butt and my hips and shit, if I can keep that, but get the stomach flat. It's the stomach. It's the stomach. What I need to do for the stomach, y'all? Because otherwise, I feel like, am I going to have to get lipo? Because I'm fine with the rest, y'all. Anyway, y'all didn't come here for that. Y'all came for the story, huh? Okay, let's see what we're going to start with. Okay, let's start with the shooting of Brian Thompson in, what was that, in New York? We have an update, you guys. There was a man of interest that was, I did. There was a man of interest that they were looking for. Remember, they had a picture of the gentleman that they believed was the one that had shot him, because pretty much the whole time, brother man's name is Luigi Mangione. I said, not Luigi like Mario's Luigi, his brother? Baby, what? Y'all know I love me. So, y'all play Luigi's Mansion on Nintendo Switch? That was my first Nintendo Switch game that I ever bought. Y'all loved it. Anyway, back to the story. Luigi came from Pennsylvania. Apparently, Luigi went to school in Pennsylvania, went to a boys' prep school, Ivy League hopes, was a class valedictorian, very smart kid, good looking kid. Because when I saw the picture that they had of him, I was like, oh, that guy looks like he's good looking. Young. I don't think he is even 20. Was he even 25? I don't even think he was 25. They said when did they say? I don't have the age, so don't give me the lying. But anyway, the reason why they figured out who this Luigi boy was is because he had a whole bunch of fake IDs. He had fake IDs and he had a ghost gun. Okay, ghost gun, I guess, are guns where you can buy like a, what is the word I'm talking about? Like, it's like, it doesn't come like a Lego. Like you could buy a Lego set, but it's a gun set, right? You buy the set of the gun. It's all not put together and you put the shit together. They said between that and 3D imaging, 3D printout of the gun. And that's what he used with this extremely long barrel. They said that if you have a really, really long barrel on a gun, that it almost acts as if a silencer, so you don't hear like the loud pop as if it was, just coming out of a regular short barrel. But they said that when he came to New York or New Jersey, wherever it was, you guys, I apologize, I think it was New York. When he came there, he kept his mask on the entire time. Okay, always had a mask on, so you only could really kind of see his eyes and nose. But when he went to the hostel to stay, hostels are like less expensive. Like when you go, if you travel, you don't have much money, you can stay in a hostel instead of a hotel. Is basically you renting a room. You might be sharing a room with other people, but it's like usually people that's like, you know, I don't want to say tree huggers, but, you know, just people that travel, don't have much money. Look, I just need somewhere to sleep. Let's make sure that the shit is safe enough. I sleep in this room. I'll be considerate of the other people. And then I get up in the morning and go do what I do. So that's where he went. He stayed at this hostel. And when he went there, they had to take a picture of him for safety reasons. So he had to take his mask off. And that was where they got his whole face. Okay. And so they were able to find out where he was in Pennsylvania. They tracked him all the way. Actually, they said that he's from Maryland and that he went to a school in Baltimore. Okay. And he's been, I guess, ever since he got out of high school, he has been kind of fascinated with like terrorists or something. They said that he had the manifesto of Ted Kaczynski. I think he was the Unabomber. He had the manifesto with him, and I guess he called himself like somebody. He had a name for himself, but he basically was kind of like one of these people that like to buck the system or fight against the system. Now, he didn't have that kind of thinking apparently when he was in school, but since he's gotten out of high school and moved on into adulthood, he's become jaded, apparently. We still don't know the story about what the depose and the deny that was written on the bullets. But, you know, the fact that he wrote that on the bullets and then he also killed the CEO, we know that it has something to do with insurance and the fact that, you know, the insurance be giving you bullshit sometimes about paying these claims. Okay. So there's that. But yeah, you know, it's interesting because every time we hear these stories about somebody that done wild out and went and shot up a whole bunch of people, you be waiting to hear like the name be, you know, some Mexican, you know, the criminals and the drug dealers that WhatsApp is always talking about, and they never turn out to be those people. Okay, now granted, this time the kid is Italian or whatever, but still, you know, you've got this non-Mexican, non-hoodlum, non-gangster, non-drug dealer kid who went and shot and killed the CEO, and y'all still clamoring about sending these people back across the border. Okay, what you gonna do with your own crazy people in your own damn town, all right, that came from your fucking loins? That is, anyway. So yeah, they got him. He was in Altoona, Pennsylvania. He had a ghost gun and a suppressor, which was that long barrel. So they finally did charge him. They charged him with like 5 or 6 charges, murder being one of them. And another one is like gun possession and all of this stuff. So yeah, he's charged. He's being held with no bail. And again, there's been pictures and videos and shit going around him. He's a good looking kid. So, you know, people are making the joke about being like, oh my God, he's so good looking. Like, are y'all sure that's who it is? No, they sure who it is. They are sure who it is. And they're not going to let him go. Yeah, we'll figure out more about this story. You know, I'm sure it's a relief for the family to know that the person that's responsible for killing their loved one, you know, has been at least brought to justice. Well, he's not to justice yet, but he's in jail. He's being held. They know, you know, who and where he is. They have him. But we'll see what else happens. I think that this lawsuit is gonna move real quickly. Like, it's gonna happen real quick. They're gonna charge his ass. He's gonna put his ass in jail, and that's gonna be the end of that story. But until then, you know, if there's more about the story, I'll tell y'all more. But I figured that they would catch him. They had his face too clearly. If you knew who he was, then you knew who he was. And how ironic is it for them that a kid, I don't know if it was a kid, but a person that worked in McDonald's is actually the person that saw him, felt like he was acting strangely, and ended up calling the police. So I was like, oh, that person that worked at McDonald's, if things go the way they're supposed to go, they gonna get that $50,000, because there was a reward, $50,000. That shit went up, because at first it was like $10,000. I was like, 10,000? Y'all ain't really trying to get nobody with no damn 10,000. And then every time I would hear the story more and more, y'all should see the firemen's in my building sometime. They young, child. They babies, but they just be, ooh, child. Some of them be. Anyway, but yeah, you guys, we'll see what happens with that story. He going to jail, child, for a long time. That's just basically it. So when I know more about it, I'll let you know. Next story. Okay, you guys, this is an update story about the death of Jordan Neely. You guys remember Jordan Neely was the person that was on the subway in New York and having some sort of episode, and was, of course the train would be behind me, because isn't the train always behind me when I do a video? Yes, music to our ears. Let's enjoy it. All right, you guys. So anyway, Jordan Neely, that is a story where the man was on the subway. He was having a mental episode and was attacking, or like looking like he was trying to fight some people on the subway. There was a person by the name of Daniel Penny. No, I think it was Perry. Oh, is that a typo? Why do I want to say his name is Perry? It's either Penny or Perry. Anyway, Daniel was also on that subway. Daniel was a Marine, okay? And don't really know what he did in the Marines, but I guess at general training, they show you how to restrain somebody if you have to, okay? And so in Daniel's attempt to restrain Jordan, he had him in like some kind of chokehold. And he held on to him for about a minute, they said. They said he held on to him for a long time because this man was very strong, and he was you know, acting as if he was going to attack other people. So Daniel restrained him a little too long, or restrained him a little too tightly, and he ended up dying. Okay, I'm assuming that he probably couldn't breathe or something. I don't even know how he died, but that's what I'm assuming. But his intention, he always said at the time, I was not trying to kill him. I was just trying to keep him from because he was, you know, wilding out and people were scared or whatever. Yeah, and still the guy ended up dying. So yesterday in court, they finally found him not guilty in the death of Jordan Neely. He was also found not guilty on whatever this lesser charge was. I don't know what the lesser charge was. Of course, Jordan Neely's family was not happy with the results and felt like it was a racial, they felt like it was racially motivated, that this man killed, you know, him being Daniel being white, Jordan being black, that he killed him, and that race was the first thing in his mind. And I just don't know if I see it that way. You know, I don't know if somebody is, I don't know if Daniel tried to kill him because he was black. I think that, like he said, in the heat of the moment, he was holding on to him a little too tight, and killed him. Now, I'm surprised that he didn't get any kind of manslaughter charge, but maybe because it was in self-defense. But I think that that's what people are having a problem with. They're saying that it wasn't in self-defense because the Jordan guy was not attacking Daniel, and that Daniel actually inserted himself in the situation to help out. Still, I don't know if I felt like it was racially motivated, but you guys let me know what you think about that. It's too bad, though, because Daniel, I'm sure, did not set out that morning to kill anybody. And Jordan, minus his mental struggles and his addiction issues, I'm sure he did not plan or want to die that day either, you know. So the story all the way around is sad. You know, nobody wants to be that person to say that I actually accidentally killed somebody, you know. So the whole thing is sad, but yeah, I just don't know if I feel like it was racially motivated. But you guys let me know what you think, okay? Leave all that below, and I'll move on to the next story. All right, you guys, the Golden Globe nominees. Y'all seem to want to know about it. I just got, like, the black people, and just for the acting positions, because there are other black folks that have been nominated. But we just talking about the nominees for the different black positions. Oh, child, I think that's my... Who's that? Is that my folk? Oh, it's not. Okay. I'm good, y'all. Let me finish up. So the Golden Globe nominees, the black people, let's get to it. First, we have Best Actress for Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. Okay, for Best Actress, like I said. Also, Zendaya for Challengers, Best Actress. Is that a movie or is that a TV show? I'm not sure. You guys know Golden Globe is not just movies. It's movies and TV. For Best Actor, we have Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing. I think that was a movie that was on Best Actor for Sing Sing, and I think that was a movie that was on Netflix. It was on one of those streaming services. Best Supporting Actor, of course, we got our boy Denzel Washington for Gladiator 2. Okay, I think they said that this is his 11th nomination for a Golden Globes Award, you guys. Best Actor on a TV show or comedy or musical is Donald Glover for Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I think that I've never seen the show, but it must be good because he done been nominated 2 years, I think. And I think they only had 2 seasons, and I think it's over now. Best Actress for a TV show or comedy is Quinta Brunson for Abbott Elementary. And then we have also Best Actress TV show drama, maybe, for Ayo no, that's for a comedy as well. Ayo Adebiri for The Bear. I've never seen The Bear. Everybody tells me it's really good. I keep on saying I'm gonna check it out one day. There's so many shows I need to check out. Then we have Best Supporting Actress in a Drama for Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. Okay, now them is all the black people or black adjacent, mixed, half, whatever you want to call it. They black in them somewhere. Those are the ones that got nominated. Okay, and we will see. I still have not seen Wicked. It just, y'all got away from me. Like, Mr. don't really want to see it. Jada was in town, but Jada was sick pretty much the whole time that she was here this last time. So, you know, she's gone. I'm probably going to have to go see it by myself because, and I need to see it before it's not in the theaters anymore, but I've heard nothing but great things about it. I just want to know why Cynthia and Ariana are always like, they so dramatic, child. They be yelling and screaming and crying, and I'd be like, why are we crying and why are we yelling so much? I mean, I get it. I'm sure it was a special moment that they was able to do this movie and all. And, you know, it was, you know, all the things worked together and the movie is so well done. You know, I heard that it was really, really good. But I saw a video where they were talking about the Disney princesses and how, you know, it affects everybody. And Cynthia was bawling. And I was like, why? What exactly is happening? Somebody in the comments was like, I'm convinced that they be microdosing LSD on this press tour, because why is everybody so fucking emotional? Child, I'm talking about, I saw one video when they found out that the girl that was interviewing them had also been on Broadway. When I tell you they was screaming and running around that room, I was just like, now what exactly, why are we screaming? Why, what is happening? Like, cause what I missed in this conversation, child. Anyway. Yeah, y'all can tell I gained weight. Look at my big old face. It just is full. Y'all go back and look at them pictures, the videos from maybe about 3-4 months ago. That face was not quite as full as it is now. Anyway, y'all, that's it for the Golden Globes. It's coming up soon. I think it's the end of January, somewhere right around the time that Super Bowl gonna be. It's either a couple of weeks before or weeks after or something like that. Y'all's coming. But as usual, we're rooting for everybody black. I know everybody black can't win, though, because some of them are going against each other. But yet and still, you know, it's nice to see that they've been nominated. We'll see who gets the actual nominee. Next story. All right, you guys, this story is pretty sad. They say that the president and the general manager of Tyler Perry Studios was killed in an airplane crash the other day. His name was Steve Minch. And they said that he managed the day-to-day operations on the 300-acre lot here in Atlanta, Georgia. Remember I told you guys that he bought the Army base or whatever. Apparently Steve was a pilot and that he owned his own little private plane, and he flew his plane all the time. Okay, that was something that he loved to do. But apparently he hit some bad weather, or the plane, there's a problem with the plane, or the engine went out. We don't know yet. But they said that he was flying across Citrus County in Florida. and that he was found at the scene of the crash around 8 p.m. the other day on West White Dogwood Drive near the intersection with Highway 98. Okay, so if you guys are from Florida, maybe you guys are familiar with that area. But then, yeah, he was actually flying the plane. He was the only person on the plane. There was nobody on there. Tyler Perry did put out a statement and just said, like, he was just racking his brain trying to figure out, like, what could have went wrong on the plane, because Steve always flew. He that was his pride and joy. Everybody knew that he was a pilot, that he loved it and all. So, you know, they were really, really shocked to know that the actual plane had went down. It could have been some bad weather as well. You just kind of never really know. But yeah, they're saying that it was a huge loss for the studio, that he's, again, very hands-on at the studio. So, you know, it's just really too bad. But he's been working for Tyler Perry for the past 8 years. So, yeah, you guys, really sad story there. I don't know how old he was, but he didn't look like he was really old. He looked like he could have been maybe in his 40s or 50s. I didn't even get information, though, to see if he was married or had kids. I don't know, you guys, but whatever it is, he's left behind his family and friends, and you know, all of his co-workers there at the studio. Many people loved him. Rest in peace to Steve Minch. All right, you guys, and then lastly, in quickies, you guys, love is in there. I wish I had my damn microphone for it. That would have been, I'd have hit a song for y'all right now, but right now I don't even feel like it, you guys. But a lot of love stories here, you guys. Let's start with the first one, Paris Jackson. Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's only daughter. Don't y'all start in them damn comments. She is now engaged to music producer Justin Long. I didn't put any more notes about that in my notes. I don't know who he's produced, what he's done, or anything. We know who she is, and that's the most important part of this story. I sure hate that Michael Jackson's not here to see his daughter get married. You know, they said that she's had a tough childhood. I would imagine being Michael Jackson's daughter is not the easiest life to live. And they said that she's had like mental struggles herself, and that she was into self-harm and a lot of things. So they're hoping that with this new love, with this Justin boy that she seems to be happy with, that this will turn it around for her, and that she won't be suffering, you know, mentally like she has in the past, and that'll stop her from doing things that are not good for her body or her soul, you guys. So congratulations to the happy couple. We heard last week, I told you guys that Fallon and Jaden, you know, that she said yes and everything. Child, I didn't know they was getting married 10 minutes later, but that's what happened, honey. Fallon and Jaden Banks have tied the knot. They got married, child. Listen, if they like it, I love it, child. I can't even worry myself about it, all right? I mean, you know, she's pregnant. I saw the video that she's actually pregnant with baby number 2. So they done figured it out. They happier, they settled down, and they seem to, you know, want to be with each other. So listen, it's too much craziness in this world. Like Kendrick said, you better off with one woman, okay? Because this shit is tricky, all right? To stop all this trying to be with all these people and just settle it on down. So that's what Fallon and Jaden has done. Congratulations to the happy couple. Then we have congratulations to Evelyn's daughter. What's her name? Evelyn Lozada's daughter. Is it Shanice? Shanice, I think is that her name? I think that's her name. They finally did admit that the child had a baby with Game. Okay, Jayceon. Is that his name? I think it's Jayceon. I'd be saying JCL is Young Jock. Yeah, Jayceon Taylor is the Game. Anyway, they have a baby together. They've named the little boy Little Blaze Taylor. Not to be confused with Little Blaze Tucker. We got Blaze Tucker here in Atlanta. We got Blaze Taylor in LA. Okay, Blaze is all around. I guess they have been trying to keep that story under wraps, but I mean, it was just a matter of time. I mean, you know, folks don't want to be hiding out the rest of their life. You know, the Game, we know, love to be on social media. So It was probably killing him not to be able to say nothing, but I guess they finally decided that they were going to post, and now the Game is posting the little boy a lot, saying how much he loves his kid and all that. You know, Game seems to love his kids, so good for him. I don't know if the Game and the Shanice girl is still together, or if they ever were together, if this was a one-time thing, or if they a couple. It looks like they might be a couple, but we'll see. But you know, the story here is the baby. So congratulations on the little bouncing baby boy Blaze. And lastly, you guys, they say that Marcus Jordan and Nicole Murray have been getting a little close. I was like, well, of course, because who don't Nicole get close to, bitch? That bitch don't let no grass grow under her feet. Nicole said all these men's out here and I got to have them. She was like, Lauren said she ain't want to no more. He is free game. Okay, he's a man, ain't he? The article that I read, it said, the footwear mogul and Eddie Murphy's ex. I was like, when is he a footwear mogul? But I guess he must work for the Jordan brand. Okay, his daddy is the footwear mogul. All right, Marcus just works for his daddy. But listen, we can't split hairs when it comes to them kind of monies, honey. All them millions and billions and shit, I can't even imagine. But yeah, the article said like I said, it quote, the footwear mogul and Eddie Murphy's ex-wife were seen enjoying each other's company at DJ Khaled's second annual We the Best Foundation and Jordan Golf Classic in Miami. This is past Friday. I'm assuming that because it was Art Basel weekend. Is that how you say it, Basel, or is it Basel? It's that weekend. It was just this past weekend, and I think it's this whole week or something, or part of this week. All the parties and the museum, you know, all of the displays of the artwork and everything is all over the city. So that's where they are right now. And they say after the event, after the second annual golf classic, they moved it to Club 11. And the shit is spelled E, 2 number ones, E-V-E-N. That shit get on my nerves. Because why the fuck, how I'm supposed to say that? E11 even? E11 even? Nigga, just say 11. The fuck we using these damn ones and shit for? Anyway, they say they moved it to the club there where they danced the night away with each other. Had a drink. Was snuggled up in somebody's booth. I said, yeah, that sounds about right. That's about how Nicole like to do, y'all. So there's that, y'all. I'm fixing to run and go get my lunch since I'm out here. We'll see if that relationship goes anywhere, you guys. But if y'all know Nicole like I know Nicole, she probably done already moved on, child. All right, you guys, that's it. We do this every single week. So make sure you thumbs up the video, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you come back. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.